Hi creative friends, this is Soraya and thank you so much for being here. So I've been working with collage and I have to say you guys that collage always manages to not only surprise me but to heal me. And I know that sounds really out there and woo-woo and all of these things, but there's something about collage that really appeals to my way of working and the way I see the world, because collage is so laden with archetypal symbology that we don't even think about it. Like, I'll give you this for example. This is just, dots. I made it myself. I just wanted, I like dramatic things. So I put like, my cashew and then I put my ink dots and I just love it. Like it's part of a junk journal. I ripped it up, turning it into collage, and they're just dots, they're circles. But the circle holds a lot of symbology. It is everything in all cultures, so this is universal. It holds everything from, the cycle of life, birth, through the lifespan to death. The circle of life is found in every single culture throughout time. And then you get into, different cultural connotations of the circle. And with Jung, he talked a lot about the circle not only being the lifespan, but also in terms of healing, in terms of recovery, in terms of, I think the circle is one of those things that is just a universal archetype. And it's not just the circle, but it's like everything, writing, marks, lines, words. There's just so much symbology in it, and it's like puzzle pieces. And I'm just delving more and more into the mystery and the magic of collage, and I am using it in new ways. So what I'm going to do today is, of course I use collage all the time, you know, especially my dictionary pages, but I have a ton of collage that I just use in all of my work pretty much. But what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to play around like a puzzle piece, and I'm going to make my images out of the collage, and then I'm going to go over top of it, and I'm going to, use my Stabilo and all the other things. But initially, I am just going to play around and make my figure. Like, let me see here. And this is like so interesting, you guys, to work this way, because you're taking like a little, like it's a puzzle. It's a puzzle. And, you can use your own collage. You can use found papers. Anything goes, you guys. Junk mail. I love junk mail. And I'm just going to make like and this is going to be very playful. It's going to be like a playful, abstracted kind of a thing. This is not like anything. Oh, I love that. I love that, you guys. Oh my goodness. I love that for like a headdress situation. Okay. And that's going to be the face. And then I'm going to put this over here, maybe. Maybe. Let's see here. Okay, there we go. And nope. Let me see here. So sometimes, you guys, I like doing stuff that's just, fun. Like, it's just to feed my creativity. It's just to, give me fuel for new ideas, for, oh, I love that. Like, that kind of mimics that over there, like the headdress part. And this actually is these are collage pieces, and I put it in a lined composition notebook as an art journal, and then I dipped it in tea, I ripped it up, and I'm going to reuse the collage. So that actually, ooh, I like this. Ooh, I like this a lot. I'm going to put that over there. And let's see here. The great thing about mixed media, you guys, is that it's so interesting and it's so forgiving and it's so magical, you know? Like, I never get bored of it because there's just so many ways to use it. And there's no rules really, you know? I love that about it. Okay, so this is going to be a mother and child. I already kind of am feeling it. It's going to be a mother and child situation. And I think I might, let's see. No, let's see here. No. Okay, you guys, I'm just going to put this down and then I'm just going to work over top of it with my Stabilo and see what happens. So you guys can make your own collage. I love using brown paper bags and making collage. I love taking my old art journals and turning it into collage. And junk mail. Oh my God, junk mail, junk mail, junk mail. Dictionary pages, sheet music. You can go to the thrift store. You can look around your house, newspapers, you know, magazines, museum maps, just stuff you collect, junk. Okay. I'm really loving the quality of this, you guys. It's just got like a very kind of bare bones kind of look. I'm going to try to keep that. I'm going to try not to like put like too much stuff over top of it. Like paints and stuff. I'm going to try to retain this kind of, I don't know, I guess it's kind of like a neutral kind of a palette. Now this is a bit thick here because it is, I think it's brown paper bag, but it's brown paper bag that I used in a junk journal and then I turned it into collage. So it's got like quite some layers to it. There might be like the brown paper bag and then a page and then, you know, more collage on the other side. So it is a bit thick here. I don't know if this is gonna stick the Mod Podge. I don't know if it's gonna stick. Okay, well, let's see. One of the great things I love about collage, you guys, is how you can just so easily move it around, whereas you can't do that with paint. Like, you know, paint is paint. You got to put it down to see if it's going to work, and then you can cover it up. But with collage, you can just like, oh, does this work? Oh, no? Okay, just move it around. And there we go. And this part here is really like the crown, literally and figuratively. It is the crown of the piece. Like, I feel it, so I really love that. But it is thick. And I mentioned this before, you guys. There's something called modeling paste, and it is a thicker, it's very thick, it's a paste, and it's for you know, like if you want to add more three-dimensional elements to your art, or like really thick pages like this. I think I have some actually. I have to go look for it. And just trying to like get this to sit flat because I don't want it to lift up. I don't want it to kind of like come off the page there, so I gotta really kind of get in there. And if it starts to come out, I might, when it dries, I might go in and use hot glue to really get it to stick. So I love brown paper bags, you guys, but yeah, it is gonna be a little bit thicker. And so it might be a bit difficult to get it to really stick onto the page. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna try to like make my figure. So that's gonna be her headdress type of situation. And because I'm gonna keep it like abstract, I think I'm gonna include the dots over here as part of her face. That's going to be interesting. You know, initially I thought, oh, maybe that's going to be like her neck, but I think I'm going to keep that as part of her face. And I can always go in and add more collage later, but just for right now, ooh, I'm really loving that, you guys. I mean, it's so simple. It's not like anything major, but I'm really loving it. Now, I did want to do a mother and child, but now I'm thinking, I don't know, because this is not like small. It's kind of, you know, it's the same size. So I don't know, maybe this is going to be 2 women, or maybe it will be a mother and child. I don't know. Oh, you know what? Maybe it will be. I don't know. There's a lot of I don't knows in art. And when I first started, you guys, like a long time ago, I just like felt like, oh, I have to know everything before I do something. Like I have to know what I'm doing. And it's been so freeing to like be like, oh, I don't know what the heck I'm doing. And it's okay. Actually, that's where a lot of the beautiful stuff happens, when you don't know what's going on. Okay. Ooh, I really like that. Now, I think I want to add like a little thing on our head, but different from that. So, I think I'm gonna put this here. So you guys, if you guys are, you know, creatively like blah, not stuck, you know, I talked about this, you know, I made a video, maybe a few videos on what we call being creatively stuck. Sometimes is just the ebbs and flows of the creative process. So I don't want to use the word stuck, but you know, sometimes we are uninspired. We're just feeling like blah, like, oh, you know, I'm just so over this and that, and you just want that, like that juice, that spark, you know. I try to, when that happens to me, is I try to think outside the box, and I try to get into a framework of playing rather than the outcome. So I look at the process rather than the end result. And that puts me in a state of play and curiosity and wonder and joy and, you know, like just making the best mistakes, you know, which the best mistakes are the ones that we learn from, the ones that we grow from, the ones that provide seed for all sorts of magical, wonderful happenings. So I'm gonna just put a little bit of that. And I'm really liking this kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of very minimalist, and it's got like this scrappy look to it, which I'm loving actually. This is taking me by surprise how much I'm loving this kind of, I don't know, like it's like a patchworky, scrappy kind of a look. I don't know. I really don't know, but I love it. Like it's just so unexpected, like using all these elements. And I'm gonna keep that. I'm really loving that polka dot for part of her face. So I'm gonna bring it up closer, you guys, just so you can see. Like there's a lot of really beautiful stuff that's going on. I'm gonna put some tea bags too. I'm gonna come back to this, and I think I'm gonna add some tea bags somewhere. Anyways, you guys, if you've watched all the way to the end, thank you so much. I hope that this has inspired you to look at things that you have in your art studio, around your home. Just look at everyday things with new eyes, and look at new, different ways of working with them, and try to get into a state of play. Beginner's mind, play, joy, curiosity, mad scientist, experimentation rather than the outcome. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.